Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one.
For decades, travelers on the Hummingbird Highway stopped in at Bertha's Tamales for a tasty dish. Although the founder, Bertha Lisbey, died in 2015, the tradition of Bertha's Tamales continues with her daughter and grandchildren. Our Belize Watch team stopped in and spoke with Aurora Lisbey, her husband Alberto Sanchez Sr., and their children about the business. We will have that for you after this break to hear from our partners, Del Martin, Silkgrass Farms, The Barry, and Minister Kevin Bernard.
It's not for you, not for me, it's not for we. It's not for you, not for me, it's not for we.
At Silkgrass Farms, we believe in more than just growing food. We're cultivating a future. Across 9,000 acres in the foothills of the Maya Mountains, our family of farms grows a vibrant array of crops: coconuts, citrus, cacao, watermelons, avocados. But our mission goes beyond harvests. Through sustainable agriculture, we are not just growing crops, we're strengthening ecosystems and reversing the impacts of climate change. Silkgrass Farms is a part of a global movement, transforming modern food systems into living stories of nutrition, nature, and people. From our fields to your table, every product tells a story of health and hope for the future.
The Barry is your one-stop store of choice. We have an array of electronics and accessories to keep you connected. Your home will be the envy of your friends when you choose from a wide variety of household appliances. We can help you dress the entire family in style and comfort with our selection of clothing and footwear. Visit our store on Albert Street in Belize City, San Pedro, La Isla Bonita, Park Street in Orange Walk Town, Belmopan, and San Ignacio, Santa Elena. The Barry, get more, pay less.
Vamos! Vamos bien con Kevin Bernard, Kevin Bernard, Kevin Bernard, Kevin Bernard. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. South, East and West, Kevin is a true champion. 2020, Kevin came with a vision, executed well, he's a man on a mission. The work continues with new innovation, Plan Belize 2.0 activation, benefiting the West, North to South and East. Infrastructure and opportunities, plenty get done, plenty more to come. Kevin Bernard, you can continue depend on. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. South, East and West, Kevin is a true champion. Sports development, woman empowerment, infrastructure, youth involvement. Heart of a champion, full confident. Astonishing leader, no argument. Relentlessly, with a passion and drive. Natural born leader, no one gets deprived. Dedicated to serving and provide. Belize in good hands, no one can deny. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. South, East and West, Kevin is a true champion. Champion, 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 champion. Hey, one time for the champion. Hey, two time for the champion. Hey, three time for the champion. Hey, everybody shout it out loud now. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. South, East and West, Kevin is a true champion.
Celebration time. matter what part of the jewel you come from, you that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean?
You know, where I am right now brings back a whole lot of memories. Because really, one could not travel between Belmopan, what is Belmopan, or travel on the Hummingbird Highway, but even before Belmopan, right? And not stop at Poor Man's Refridge, right? Now, you might be wondering, what is Poor Man's Refridge? Or the Poor Man's Refrigerator, right? Just behind us up there is the old road that connected Middlesex and what is now Belmopan to the rest of the country, right? The old Hummingbird Highway, first stretch of the Hummingbird Highway. Of course, the road was modernized, was upgraded, and it was diverted away from this refridge, right? I'm right in my explanation. So it was diverted from the refridge. But I am so happy for the opportunity, Mr. Paul Mahong and Miss Aurora Lisbey, who is the daughter of Miss Bertha Lisbey, who was the person that sold all the delicious tamales right here at the Poor Man Refridge. And when you stop at the Poor Man Refridge, you don't only stop for tamales, but you stop for fill your water bottle. You stop to get water, you stop to take a bath because the road was not all paved. So you stop to take a bath, and everything happened right here where we are. This was a must stop at all times, right? Paul Mahong, you arranged this interview, you arranged this show, so let's hear your impressions before we get to talk to Miss Lisbey.
Chief, this is a historical moment. For me, it takes me back into about 1950s and 60s as a young boy when I traveled to Belize on truck, not on bus, on trucks.
We had no buses then, Paul.
Trucks, and so we stopped here, and this was a major stopping point for us traveling way from PG to Belize, because by the time we get here, we were full of dust. Then we elevated to James Bus and other bus line. But I could recall Miss Bertha, she is like in front of me right now, Chief.
Yes.
Her smiles, her hospitality, and her feeling for the people who had to be traveling on the road. And I say in one phone call to Miss Aurora Lisbey, Chief, so motivational, so receptive, so with hospitality. So I would like to start with saying thanks, Miss Aurora, for your hospitality, your kindness, and your time.
Miss Aurora, thank you so much. I cannot find words to describe how much it means to me to actually be able to walk from your home to the Poor Man's Refridge. We had to cross two bridges, right? The one behind us and one just ahead, which are old bridges from the highway. Now, you are number 12 of Miss Bertha's children, right?
Yes, I am the last out of 12.
Yes.
I am the youngest.
And you have carried on the tradition, or was there somebody carrying on the tradition before you?
No, since my mom passed away, I was the one that took it up from then. And it's been like 10 years now since my mom died. So I'm the one making tamales right now.
Now let's look at Miss Bertha Tamales, man. And let's talk about Miss Bertha, because we can't come here and not talk about Miss Bertha. Tell us about Mom.
Well, everybody know my mom as somebody who always cheerful, happy, willing for help. And that's why I think this tamales business come up, because then we live right on the road, the old road as we would say it now. So all the vehicle would pass front of our house, and we noticed, my mom, my parents noticed that a lot of vehicles stop here for full water, for drink, for bathe, because, you know, the road dusty and hold it back, a lot of potholes. So my mom say, you know what, people come from far, no food, nobody to sell food on the highway. So my mom said, I will try one little business, see if it work out. And that's so this tamales business begin. And when she began the business, She used to sell tamales along with soft drink, but we had no electricity back then.
Okay.
So we used to put the soft drink in our crocus bag and put it right in at the creek up so.
Uh-huh.
So by the time people stop by to eat one tamales, they're more than happy to enjoy one soft drink along with
and
it.
it's cold too.
Yes.
I remember those days, you know. That's why coming here for me is like deja vu. It's like, okay then. You know, because I remember those days when we would stop here, right? The soft drinks would be fished from the refrigerator, which is over there, right? And opened and served to you along with the delicious tamales. And one of the things I can remember of your mom, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this, if my memory serves me correct, there have been times when people do not have enough money to pay for the tamales, and she would say that's okay. Because I think that happened to me one time.
Yes, my mom was that kind of person. Yeah. My mom used to always say that you have to help other people, because when you openly help other people, you know, or help them in any kind of way, used to always say that God will bless you more.
Yeah, and she was certainly a blessed woman, right? So she sold tamales out here before the road was even paved. So like Paul was saying, way back in the 50s, right? When the trucks that used to come up the hill here, and sometimes if they don't have enough brakes, they have to slide back, or somebody have to run out and put some stones behind them so they don't roll back way, and that kind of thing. People have to get out and help push the truck up the hill. All those things were
yes.
like that, right?
When you say that, I laugh because I could remember, like I picture the gap, the hill where they cut down right above
yes.
there. The gap, that I made a word.
That was the
and
one.
When the truck couldn't go up, they used to always have the side man with some big rock. As the truck go up, it pushed the rock. It go till it reached the top of the hill where it was so high.
Right, it was so high. Yeah, I remember those days indeed. And people had to get off the truck because it was dangerous. The truck might roll back way. So you had to like make your way up the hill, right? Like trot up the hill, you know, while they dealt with the truck.
Yep. Yes, that was those days. Yes, I vividly remember those days, because sometimes if the truck not used to stop, not used to can't go up, well then they used to park right there and come right check or eat tamales that my ma. Or before they say, you know what, I full my belly one time because I need it. So yes.
Yeah, they need some strength to push up the truck.
The soft drink, and Miss Aurora help me, the soft drink you talk about, Chief, I mean lemonade.
Yes, lemonade. Yeah, Chevan's lemonade and Bradley's lemonade, right?
Well, I don't know about lemonade, but I know soft drink we used to sell.
Yes, but they were lemonade.
You may have Polar Pack too back then.
Polar Pack came into being. Yeah, and the Macal milk, and Polar Pack came in afterwards, yeah. And so, but this was this place, man.
Yes.
And people would stop, not only look at the drinks coming out of the refrigerator over there, but they would, but let's say this, the water was much higher than this. Usually it was much higher than this, than it is, from what I can recall. So the waterfall was more cascading, right? And so you would jump in the pool down there and enjoy the pool, right? And if you had anything that needed to be chilled, then you put it in the refrigerator.
Yes, right? By the time you don't take one bath, eat tamales, you done ready, you drink done cool already.
Done cool, exactly. Poor man's the refrigerator of the poor man. And really, for me, it's so, I can't describe how I feel sitting here, because it brings back so many memories of the times when we used to pass on this old section of the Hummingbird Highway.
Yes, and up to today, I still have some older customers what would always remind me and say, you know what, you remember, I know you from before you born, or from when you small,
yeah.
I buy tamales at your mama's house, yeah. Because the vehicle passed right in front of the house, so we have to stop and buy tamales, drink coffee.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what are the stories your mom told you about how she started selling tamales? I mean, you started the story, you said that she noticed that there were people who would stop here because of this beautiful water. And so she decided, well, why not feed them and make a living at the same time? But what happened after she started? Well, you know, she brought out a table, but was there a tent? I can't recall a little tent, but you go ahead, you say.
Yes. So now we say, why tamales, right? Of all food, tamales. Well, the reason why is because my mommy tell me that she learned to make tamales from her grandmother, right? And so, living here in the bush, a lot of waha leaf there, you plant whatever, you crop them. So when my daddy would have plant and things, she would have reap the corn and get it leaf, the bush and everything. And she started to make tamales. First, we start off only to come out with 2 buckets with my brother, and they used to sell 2 buckets of tamales with a soft drink where they used to put in at the creek. So we then stay there. And when they come, like I say, every vehicle stop. Because, because nothing up on the highway for eat. So everybody would have stopped. So my brother, they would have the right they sell along with my mom. And then when we see gradually, more people, she needed to make more tamales and more tamales. So my daddy built one shed for her right up there.
I remember that very well, that shed.
Yes. And my daddy built a shed for her. And, as time passed, he built it better and better,
Well, he tended on shed and then...
Wally shed and, well, for years we sell there until they moved the highway to the other side.
Yes. That realignment of the highway was done somewhere in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember, but a long time.
Yeah. So, but before that, this was the route, right? And I always have this picture vividly in my mind of the poor man refrige and stopping to buy Miss Bertha's tamales, right? I think after a while she started adding a few little other things to the tamales, right? The Sierra tamales.
Oh yes, she had like biscuits, sweet, all kind of chips, all kind of things in start sell afterwards because like why I say more and more people start to stop. So you have to convenient your customers them. And she was all about that. She was somebody that she made careful for she business, and also her customers were her priority.
And your brothers, you said, and sisters were all involved. Your older brothers and sisters were involved with her.
Yes, all of them along with my dad. So from back then, that made like one family business. And to that day, it's still the carry on as one family business too.
But you had to move it to the side of the new road alignment, right? Because the road, no one comes behind here anymore, right? So you had to move to the new area that you have on the side of the road. And it's the same tamales, right, that you make?
Yes, I try to do it just like how my mama do it. I try not change nothing from it. Because that she start her business and I want to continue it, carry it the way, do it the way how she used to do it. So that's my goal.
Very good, and I'm sure you're succeeding in that. Yeah, Paul.
Miss Aurora, now we're in the dry season. Good. Does it ever run dry or it maintains like this?
It never run dry. Never.
The refrigerator is always here.
Yes. Always, never run dry. It got low, but not too low night. I think this is about the lowest it got, and after that, no.
And in rainy season, I'm sure it would be very high.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, yes. You say that we are here during a long dry.
Yes. Because when it rained, it really full up. It flooded really high. The
refrigerator is high then, right? But you don't slide down these stones, Paul. No. Okay? You don't slide on this pool because the drinks were up there, right? Right at that spot there.
Yes.
That's where the drinks were. Miss Bertha, come down and get your lemonade and have you. And then Panchito came. Panchito, you don't slide down here, right? Panchito is with us, and so Panchito said he wants to get in the poor man's fridge. Okay, so it's his first time around here, so it's an awesome experience for him, I would think.
Well, yes, because by tomorrow he don't land, but today he don't land by the poor man fridge. Tomorrow, you never know, when the guy family, they will come be right here. Can't forget poor man fridge.
Remember, Panchito, you don't slide down these rapids. You could get in the... You could stand up there, yes. Wow. Yeah. But well, he's right, and the bathing spot is down there. Oh, you want to walk? You can walk up, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, Panchito, let's see you walk up there.
Much pressure like before.
Yeah, the pressure is much. Because I know in the old days, nobody would have attempted this.
Couldn't,
Right?
couldn't, you
Nobody.
couldn't.
As a matter of fact, Miss Bertha wouldn't allow you to do that.
Yeah, they said because you won't get hurt.
That's right. Miss Bertha would stop you and say, no.
Yeah.
Right? Miss Bertha would definitely stop you. Oh, you did very good, young man. You did very good. Right? Miss Bertha would have stopped him if she had seen him coming up with this when this was under full being used, right?
She would have said, no, I don't want nobody get hurt here. You want bed, go enjoy it right down there in the pool. Yep.
I remember Miss Bertha very well, indeed.
Miss Lisbey, it might be a difficult question, but I'm wondering, where is the source of the water coming from? Would you have any idea? No.
Well, to be honest, Mr. Paul, my daddy may try walk it up one time and it just go miles in the mountains. He just walk it up and, he get discouraged after a walk almost a whole day. He come right back again. But he go in the mountains. He can't find the mountains.
Comes from in the mountains,
Yes.
right? So it's mountain water. That's why it's so nice and cool.
Yes.
There must be a spring somewhere in the mountains where it comes up from, and nice and cool. And it's a little fish, that's a little fish caught there, right? If I'm seeing good under that leaf. Yes, a little fish caught there on the leaf right there. Yeah. I'm seeing the glistening, right? So, man, this is, Miss Lisbey, I tell people, right? I tell everybody, this is the most beautiful country in the world.
I totally agree. 100%. I do. And especially in the valley, the breeze so cool, everything so green. You can't beat this for nothing else.
And we Paul, maybe we should make a call out here. This is a historic spot. This spot here is a historic spot where we are at right now. And it's maybe BTB or somebody could mark the spot and open it up for visitors. It's a heritage site.
Chief, I'm going to be honest, Mr. Lisbey. We have had a busy day, Chief and myself and the crew. But just sitting here, Chief, I call it stress-free.
Yes.
Stress-free. So relaxing to the body and to the mind, to the spiritual part. Yeah. I could see nature at its best right here. Miss Lisbey, thank you. I'll keep saying thanks. I know I'll stop saying thanks.
Miss Lisbey, thanks for this opportunity. Really, really thanks for this opportunity to sit here at Poor Man's Refuge after not being able to do so for the last, 40 years, 45 years, maybe also. I can't remember how long. Let me not say time, but for so many years that I have not seen the Poor Man's Refrigerator until today. And I've always wanted to come back to it because it was part of you couldn't go to Dangriga. There was no way you could go to Dangriga and not stop at the Poor Man's Refrigerator, like you're rightly saying.
Yeah, that's true, because then this is right alongside the road, so you can't pass and say you not see it. And even if you pass, and maybe you say, I don't want to stop, but only when when you see how it's so beautiful, how it runs so full and free, you want to stop and touch it, especially in the heat of midday. Of course, this refreshing.
It certainly is. It certainly is. And just listening to the water cascading down, makes it so peaceful and serene. It's good, to feel it. You make you feel inspired, Paul Mahong.
No, Chief, I could sit here a whole day, I'm going to be honest with you, and I could imagine on a moonlight night here, Chief, just so relaxing, Chief, relaxing.
And right behind us here is the bridge, right? So just before the bridge is where you would stop, right? Before you're coming from that side, you'll stop just before the bridge, and then the vehicles will be parked over there.
And when people used to reach, they used to get stone and carve out the name on the cement wall, but they don't erase up already.
Right here, no?
Yes, people used to draw, write their name, the date when they pass.
It will be good. You think if we scrub those off at some time or the other, we'll be able to see those there?
I don't know. Maybe if we could try, we could.
Yeah.
You know, see the people them when they try to do?
Yeah.
They may try find gold. I remember the white man will come do that. Yeah.
So
Come dig it out.
Yes, the stone to see if there was gold in the stone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what those holes are all about. Wow. So, and Paul, I see Paul, our cameraman, is shaking his head, so he's learning a whole lot here today at the poor man's refrigerator. Paul, you'd have enjoyed a drink from the poor man's refrigerator, trust me. And along with Miss Bertha Tamales, boy, look here, man. You're the darn thing. And looking back, turning around to look under that bridge, because that's where the poor man's refrigerator water runs through. And I'm wondering, where would this water end up? You have any idea? Where would this water end up?
It just got down through the village. I think it reached Dangriga at some point.
It must have joined the river, one of the
Yes.
rivers, right?
Yes.
And become part of one of the rivers.
Because down at mile 25, 24, it match up to the creek where they down so too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, Miss Lisbey, I reluctantly will move from where we are sitting and head back to the house, right?
Sure.
Because I understand you're going to show us how you make some of these delicious tamales that Miss Bertha used to make, right?
Well, yes. I'll show you some parts of it.
So let's dedicate this show to the memory of Miss Bertha, who was so key in all of this. So we dedicate the show to the memory of Miss Bertha, to your mom, right? You want to say something as we dedicate the show to your mom?
Man, I want to tell you no thanks. First of all, for giving this opportunity, because when you said that just now, my heart skipped a beat, because my mom worked hard all these long years, dedicated, making her tamales to sell her customers, and she never one day complained about, too much work or have to get up early in the morning, but she do it with all of her she heart, for she strength, till the day she did.
When did she pass, if I can be?
The 1st of February, 10 years ago. This 1st of February,
This 1st of February,
10 years,
ago.
yeah.
Yes, that would have been 2015.
2015, yes. Yeah.
Dedicated to her memory. May she rest in peace.
Chief, I believe that if Miss Bertha is looking at us or hearing us, is smiling at us. I am here today on behalf of yourself, the Belize crew, but with a heart of love and gratitude to her. We'll never forget her, Chief. I wish they would name this Miss Bertha something in her heritage and so on. But Chief, we are grateful for all the years, and we are grateful now for what the family is keeping the tradition, Chief.
Well, the name is easy, Paul. Miss Bertha's Poor Man Refrigerator. Or if you want to say refridge, well, fine. Miss Bertha's Poor Man Refridge. And you could fix it up so nicely because the road isn't used anymore. Some benches could be set there, for meditation. And the old bridge, could be the railings could be strengthened a little bit so that people can look over and look straight in the water and so on. The safety rules and guidelines set in, and so on. And this could become a major attraction in this area, right? Miss Bertha's Poor Man Refrigerator.
Yes, and I believe with her dedication, I believe that, yes, she would have been so happy if something like that would have happened.
Then the history of the whole place and the tamales and her involvement in it could be shown, could be written out so that people who visit the site know what they are seeing and get to appreciate it. That every single vehicle that was going to southern Belize would stop here in those old days.
And I think she would have rightfully earned a name with her dedication.
Yeah. There was no other restaurant on the side of the road, nothing at all. You had to stop here if you want to eat.
Chief, if anybody or those in authority who are listening to this program or viewing it and want to have some impact on the suggestions like you've said, I suggest also, when you go to a swimming pool and they have rules, to put a board with rules, like no sliding down, safety is first.
No sliding down here.
Because we cannot afford any accident.
Right. Very good. Now, I'm eager to go and see those tamales being made.
Sure.
Because you'll give me one to eat?
Yes, we have them. I can eat now already.
Okay.
We have home.
All right. Well, we're going to eat the tamales then. That was quite an experience, and it brought back so many memories of us stopping before coming across this bridge. Right? This is one of the original bridges that were built when the Hummingbird Highway was created. Right? And of course, after enjoying Miss Bertha's tamales and the soft drink out of the refrigerator, and maybe chilling something ourselves, we'll get in the vehicle and we drive across this narrow bridge, right? But something comes to mind here. You have the outlet at the edge of the road because the road was realigned. How much does the coastal highway affect your sales here?
Well, to be honest, it got one little effect, right? But in order to serve the customers, they ask you for we got a coastal so that they could get tamales. So we facilitate the customers, and we have one we sell by the booth there by Coastal Road Junction, and to be honest, it sells really well.
You're doing well out there by the Coastal Road Junction. And the sign is Bertha's Tamales as well, right?
Yes.
All right.
Alberta's Tamales, 100%.
And the gentleman is your husband, I take it, because we met earlier on, but we'll shake hands again, right? Now, how did you two meet up? I'm just curious.
Well,
Take a tamales or we're gonna?
well, not really. In one sense, yes, because then I'm a single at the time. I live at Stan Creek, Dangriga. I work for Coca-Cola company as a salesperson, and when I used to come, I missed my route one time, and the manager tell me, hey, you have to stand the expense by your own for go deliver soft drink to Miss Bertha because you're skipper. But I never made conscious that I'm for come back that day. So then I come, and when I see Miss Bertha, beautiful daughter, them I say, but that's another reason. I'm a single, so I see young lady, then I every day, daily basis, 3 times a week I come and I help them. And well, to Miss Bertha, currently I'm a good person. I helpful when I come around, and we fall in love. And now we live together, and Miss Bertha left her business.
How many children both of you?
Oh, right now we have 7 children, 6 girls and 1 boy.
And teaching them the trade?
Well, yes, my wife teach them. They work with them every day for make them go learn the steps of the business too. Because by training your kids, they become successful tomorrow.
That's right.
But if you don't show them, then they don't want to learn. Then the tradition going, and we don't want the tradition go. We want the tradition continue.
Yeah.
Then we continue it eventually.
That's why we want the site to be declared a very special site.
Chief, the way this young man talk, it sounds familiar like what Toledo man. I don't know. Maybe could check that out.
I think you say me come from Toledo, not true?
Well, yes, yes. Well, there was history if you look at it. In the past, my father, I'm from PG, and you live with Miss Bertha with a Fancayo, and I come along again. I from Toledo district, PG, and Big Falls village, be precise. And I'm fall in love with Miss Bertha Data, and the reason idea, and we carry on the business.
And you never moved since, right?
No. I make my life decide.
Thanks for forgetting to deliver and having to come back.
Oh yes, all of that. Yes, you're right. Thanks to that. Really, yes.
Thanks to that, you're still together. See,
Yes.
things do happen,
Yes.
And there might be a magic in this area here that cause people to fall in love like that, right?
Well, yeah. Well, when you're young, you try look for a good partner because at the time you're young, you're luck out there, But you have to find the one where we're willing for delicate in life, doing things and have passion in doing things, And that I me too because at the Coca-Cola company I started off as yardman, and I worked my way up to be a salesman because I had the passion for the job. So.
And was it love at first sight?
Well, I don't know, because when he used to come home and deliver soft drink, I used to hide. Well, when the truck come, I used to do outside the bus firewood, but I used to run inside, dash with my axe and go hide, because I shame for making see me the bus firewood, so I go hide.
Oh, you were impressive, right? Uh-huh. I see.
Yeah.
So, but he kept coming along, right?
Yes.
And one thing I want to tell, like, especially the youths them, love, they're not just for love, say love a woman. You have to really dedicate your life to her and work together with her.
Yeah, yeah. So you two work together, and that is very good, and that's why when you work together, you stay together, right?
Yep. You make one team.
Make a team.
Yep.
Right? And everybody gets involved.
When we come back, we will meet the entire team comprising Lisbey's children, Sasha, Michiko, Alberto Jr., Samira, Sephora, Rihanna, and Yvette. Aurora shares the process of making tamales. We take a break to hear from our partners, Del Martin, Silkgrass Farms, The Barry, and Minister Kevin Bernard.
See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation.
Introducing Silkgrass Farms cold pressed juices. 100% natural with zero additives, no added sugar, made only from the freshest fruits. Silkgrass Farms, pure, fresh, sustainable.
Debari is your one-stop store of choice. We have an array of electronics and accessories to keep you connected. Your home will be the envy of your friends when you choose from a wide variety of household appliances. We can help you dress the entire family in style and comfort with our selection of clothing and footwear. Visit our store on Albert Street in Belize City, San Pedro, La Isla Bonita, Park Street in Orange Walk Town, Belmopan, and San Ignacio, Santa Elena. Debari, get more, pay less.
Vamos, vamos bien con Kevin, Bernard, Kevin, Bernard, Kevin, Bernard, Kevin, Bernard. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Southeast and West, Kevin is a true champion. 2020, Kevin came with a vision. Executed well, he's a man on a mission. The work continues with new innovation. Plan Belize 2.0 activation. Benefiting the West, North to South and East. Infrastructure and opportunities. Plenty get done, plenty more to come. Kevin Bernard, you can continue depend on. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Southeast and West, Kevin is a true champion. Sports development, woman empowerment, infrastructure, youth involvement. Heart of a champion, full confident. Astonishing leader, no argument. Relentlessly with a passion and drive. Natural born leader, no one gets deprived. Dedicated to serving and provide. Release in good hands, no one can deny. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Southeast and West, Kevin is a true champion. Champion, 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 champion. Hey, one time for the champion. Hey, two time for the champion. Hey, three time for the champion. Hey, everybody shout it out loud now. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Southeast and West, Kevin is a true champion.
celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one.
Okay, Alberto Jr. Alberto Jr., we're here. You are the only son.
Right, that's right.
Right?
That's right.
So what were you to compare to your sisters though?
Well, I basically help with the heavy part, meaning like the wood. What else? Take tamales back and forth. Yes, pick up tamales. I mean, pack the tamales, whatever.
Take it to the other highway.
Right. What else? I help with the leaf, and I also help inside the kitchen when they need me.
Okay.
If they do minor stuff, then yeah, and that's basically my job.
So you and 6 sisters, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, how does it feel to be the only man among so many women?
Well, from my perspective, a bit lonely as a man, because sometimes you want to do like boys stuff, and with that you can't. Like, for example, I like to go ride on my horse, but I can't because none of the girls want.
Girls want to ride horses.
None of them interested.
Okay.
I want to take a walk or go take a whatever. Nobody want.
Oh, yeah.
So you see, it's very difficult.
So, but you're holding up anything else.
Yeah, but I instead of focusing on that loneliness, I use that, and I developed this passion for woodwork. So I done woodwork.
So you do woodwork?
Yeah, I have my own.
I've been to talk to you one day about your woodwork business.
Yeah.
Right?
So
how many pieces have you made so far?
Well, I have like 5 years now, and many
pieces.
Yes, sir. From
Right.
small little project to big project, beds, wardrobe, anything basically.
That's when I can do a show with you, because I like when a young person is being his own entrepreneur, with an entrepreneur, when they're doing things for themselves, and it inspires other young people to do.
Right. And I also encourage other young people my age to do the same.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, in our country we have a lot of young youths who not really do much of their life.
Yeah.
So I just try to do my part to show others, or make them say maybe they find joy in doing it, like how I have the passion for it.
So that's excellent. So you find joy in nature,
right?
Obviously, because you were telling me earlier on about enjoy the birds and and identifying them, and then also you like horse riding and different things. So you obviously enjoy the nature.
Yes,
you help your family with the work, and you do your own.
And I do my own personal business as well.
So you're quite a busy young man.
Yes, really busy. And to be honest, I don't really have friends because of that. So yeah, I tell everyone, you will always find me home.
Okay.
Always.
Always. Okay.
Always.
Well, let me congratulate you, young man.
Thank you very much.
Right, and wish you the very best. And it's so good to see the family working together, staying together, and all working in one direction. And so we must congratulate mom and dad as well, because mom and dad definitely play a key role in keeping everybody together and on the same page, right?
Yes, I try raise up my kids the same way how my pa raised we. No lot of friends, going out in the village, go walk about, work always the home for them. So that's it.
and you have enough space here to do things.
Yes, we have the farm and we have one business, so they don't have time for go out there and mingle around with friends.
Okay. So what will happen now?
So right now we want to roast the leaf over the fire.
Roast the leaf?
Yes. The banana leaf over the fire, what we use for the tamales.
And it's all fire hot, because fire hot gives it a unique taste, right?
Yes.
So you just put the leaf like that over it?
Yes. You have to make sure
it don't get burned, right?
Yeah, you have to make sure it cook good. You can't leave it too long, because then it won't get burned.
And what's the reason for putting the leaf over the fire? What does that do to the leaf?
Well, for one, you cook it. So that's how when you put your masa, stay green, because sometimes if you not roast it good, the corn would have come out, you know, like a light greenish color.
Okay.
No? Okay, so you want to try?
Well, well, you have to guide me. If I'm going to do this one, you got to guide me here. You mind hold this a minute?
Sure.
Put my two hands. Sure. So what I do? I start here.
Yes, wave on the end. Wave down.
This end here.
So
down.
you have to angle it so that in the heat.
Oh, like that.
So you have to make everything cook good.
Good. Like that.
And
All right, then you pull it back.
Yes. Now you will use one hand now. You can't use your two hand again.
Okay.
So you use one hand and you slide it from the side.
Slide it from the side. All right.
Okay. Too fast. Too fast.
Okay. Oh, I was going too fast just now.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I feel the heat
yes,
coming right
I
up
tell
through
you.
here. You feel the heat running right back through it. Right? The heat runs right through. Right? So here. So this is finished.
Yes, that's finished.
Okay.
So now we'll take it inside and.
We'll take it inside?
Yes.
Okay, let's go inside then.
Sure.
Let me take my leaf inside.
Sure.
And after when I get in here, you'll have to tell me because I don't know what to do.
So we'll get a knife.
I see all the girls here.
Yes.
Right? So, hi ladies. Hi. How are you doing? The ladies are there, you know. So let.
I was started and maybe you could finish it. So you hold your knife straight and you angle it like this, eh? And you just glide through, see? Now you could try it.
Well, let's see. And I could hold it anywhere, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it will be like that.
Yes, but you have to keep your knife. See? It have one art.
Okay. Ooh, I failed the test. I failed my test.
Yeah. It have one art.
I kind of improve leave it tell somebody to hold it for me,
Yeah.
right?
But normally when we do it home, yeah, only one person do it.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
One of these young ladies can do it?
Yes, they do it. Everybody do it.
Which one? Which one will come and do it? All right. Let's see which one will do it. Here's a knife. Let's see the professional do it now. As easy as that? My goodness. My goodness. Man, that's easy, you know? My goodness. As easy as that.
I've been doing it all my life.
You've been doing it all your life? How old were you when you did it the first time?
Maybe like 8, 9 with my aunt. So I started with my aunt first, then I did myself. And I've been doing that all along. All years. Everyone helped do the tamales and I just did it.
All right. So, yeah, but you make it look so easy, man. Make I hold this one here and say. Make you see do that again, man. Because
That one got too quick.
that one got too fast, it ain't funny. Watch that. Make I see if I could do the other side. Make I feel I could fall off foot. No laugh at me now.
Oh my.
If I could go laugh. Because, you know, so you have to pull like.
Yeah, just like hold the knife and then just pull the leaf.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Oops, sorry.
So you hold it like this.
Oh, like this?
Yes.
And then I do.
Yeah. Hold the leaf.
Okay, but I hold the knife like. Well, we are getting there now. What you do with this piece of?
You could give it to the pigs to eat, or or not. We cut it up. We put it underneath the bottom of the pot.
Oh.
And then we put the tamales on top.
Oh, so
that was a good alternative.
So
either one, but the pigs like it too. So.
Okay, so every mouth must be fed, right?
Definitely.
Well, thank you for that experience, and you've been doing this yourself for so long, right?
Many years, 12 years.
Okay, so we put the corn. Okay.
So we have put this pot. Then we have put in the corn.
Okay. How do you decide how much corn for how much water?
And then we have put white line.
Oh, okay.
This is a white line.
So
this year you have to put it in at the corn so that when the corn cook, it could peel like that top layer.
Okay.
If you not put this in, you know what peel.
So the white lime is so you
Peel off like the first
the
layer
first
of the
layer
corn.
of the corn, and you get the pure corn.
Yes. Then after when it cook, then we wash it. After when this corn cook, we have to wash it.
How long it take from making tamales from beginning to end?
That's why, like, this is the first step, right? Yeah, like.
How long will it take for this to boil?
Normally, I cook one big pot, like say 45 minutes.
45 minutes for the corn to boil. And then when you have to soften it and take off the top part of the corn.
So in other words, for make tamales, with my help, I would have said like 8 to 9 hours, right? For make one tamales from scratch, right?
8 to 9
I
hours.
help with my girls them for make tamales from scratch.
That's a lot of labor, you know.
Yes. A hard labor too.
Because then you have to make the sauce going in the middle and all
yes.
that, right? So we saw that and the noises when it's finished.
Yes.
Okay, and then after this is finished, so you'll pick your...
So I will wash some.
Okay.
Just a little.
But where you get the supply corn from?
All about. We get from PG, Bella Vista, Benqueviejo, Santa Teresa. All about.
Okay.
All about.
Wherever you can get corn.
Yes, dry corn.
And is there a special type of corn? When I say type of corn, I mean a special condition the corn has to be in?
Well, to be honest, and this is what a lot of people don't know, I like use the natural corn, right?
Okay.
Because the reason why is because when sometimes some of the farmers or mostly the Mennonites would have put chemical like a medicine in the corn, and the corn went taste off of the medicine. So when I make the tamales, it got one different taste, but the half of the poison where the corn having. So now I want to wash it. You have to wash this.
But this corn is natural organic corn. This one you're using at this point.
That's why I like the organic one. More natural and it tastes better, smell better. So we have to wash this clean. Yes. You want to know when it clean, when all the water, no more dirt. You feel it though? You should have feel it before.
So we saw that and the noises when it's finished.
Yes.
Okay, and then after this is finished, so you'll pick your...
So I will wash some.
Okay.
Just a little.
But where you get the supply corn from?
All about. We get from PG, Bella Vista, Benqueviejo, Santa Teresa. All about.
Okay.
All about.
Wherever you can get corn.
Yes, dry corn.
And is there a special type of corn? When I say type of corn, I mean a special condition the corn has to be in?
Well, to be honest, and this is what a lot of people don't know, I like use the natural corn, right?
Okay.
Because the reason why is because when sometimes some of the farmers or mostly the Mennonites would have put chemical like a medicine in the corn, and the corn went taste off of the medicine. So when I make the tamales, it got one different taste, but the half of the poison where the corn having. So now I want to wash it. You have to wash this.
But this corn is natural organic corn. This one you're using at this point.
That's why I like the organic one. More natural and it tastes better, smell better. So we have to wash this clean. Yes. You want to know when it clean, when all the water, no more dirt. You feel it though? You should have feel it before. It may feel different. You want to feel it? Okay.
Okay, wash my hand then.
So push your hand in and squeeze it up, your whole hand.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, so you feel that texture? Okay. Rinse your hand now.
Okay. But I had two things in my hand.
Yes, okay. Now you will feel this one. You feel this one. You will almost clean.
Okay.
Yeah, feel the texture from it. How you feel?
Yeah, I feel different.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel sticky.
No.
You don't feel more firm.
Grainy.
Grainy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So no stickiness to it, right?
And when you really like, you know.
Scrub it?
Yes, scrub it. Make the thing come off. Like you do wash.
Like you wash clothes.
Yes.
Okay then.
Yes. Come out nice and clean. Okay. So this one don't wash. This one good.
This one good now?
Okay, yes.
Okay. Now we got it.
Done. We have put it in the corn mill.
In the corn mill?
Yes.
So it's in the corn mill.
Yes.
And then we start the mill.
Mexico.
Mexico. Mexico. That's a unique name.
It is Japanese.
Japanese. Mexico. All right, Mexico. So what you going to do now?
So I just had to put this cover here so that the corn not spill out here, but Samira is the corn mill girl. She mastered this. I'm the one who does the master.
And you're the master?
Yes.
And your name is?
Samira.
Samira.
Yes.
Okay.
Right here. You need the water. So when you grind, you have to be careful that you don't put too much water in it.
You have to put the correct amount of water, right? The correct amount.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's it. No, let me just
But you have to gauge your hand in there, right? Because there's a little blade turning there, so you got to be careful how you keep your hands in there.
Exactly.
I wouldn't try to put my hand in there right now.
It takes years of practice, so you just have to be careful, when doing it.
Well, how many years you have been practicing this then? Your sister was doing it 8 years, you are doing how much?
No, we were only, okay, so that's the part of the grinding.
That's the part that the grinding done. So we now have our corn already ground.
Yes.
Right?
So I'm the one who's not scared of the machine. So that's why I handle the machine. From small, I admired my grinding machine, corn machine like that. So when my mom got one, it just was so enticing to operate. And when I got it,
how much of this you have to do for the day?
it all depends. But the amount of corn we wash to grind.
Okay.
And then sometimes you have to grind for the turkey, and then you have to grind more for the caul, like for the corn.
The thing that you put in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Miss Aurora, so we're going to do our tamales now. And we're going to end up looking something like packaged like that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what will happen. The sauce you're telling me is your recipe, so I guess you won't give me that recipe. But it's made from corn itself, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And they put a lot of sauce, Miss Aurora, a lot of sauce today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't mean your sauce at all.
That's why it's Bertha.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go. Okay. And you think I should try this one?
How did he do? We will find out after this break to hear from our partners. Del Martin, Silkgrass Farms, The Barry, and Minister Kevin Bernard.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one.
Hola, buenos días. Mi nombre es Esmeralda Elizabeth Raimundo Pérez. Trabajo en el vivero de la vainilla, Silkgrass Farms. Y me gustan las plantas de vainilla en Silkgrass Farms porque son unas plantas que me distraen, me relajan. Me gusta mi ambiente de trabajo.
My name is Carlos Miranda. I am a proud employee of Silkgrass Farms. I have been working since 2021. I am VCO operator and I am proudly produce virgin coconut oil.
My name is Carlitos Chan. I'm a mechanic maintenance / welder. 4 years now since I'm working with Silgrass Enterprises. I'm very satisfied. I'm glad with everything that Silgrass Enterprises allows their workers, and our products are very quality products. So that's what I love about it as well.
Bueno, mi nombre es José Jaime Brizuela, trabajo en Silgrass Farm y voy para tiempo de 5 años y pues me siento agradecido primeramente con Dios porque Dios nos ha dado trabajo y por los jefes también que han invertido aquí y nos están dando ese apoyo del trabajo. Me siento bien con ellos, contento con los jefes porque se han portado bien conmigo y me gusta todo el trabajo que hacemos aquí en el campo. Me siento feliz, contento, agradecido más primeramente con Dios porque Él es el que nos da la vida, nos da todo.
Debari is your one-stop store of choice. We have an array of electronics and accessories to keep you connected. Your home will be the envy of your friends when you choose from a wide variety of household appliances. We can help you dress the entire family in style and comfort with our selection of clothing and footwear. Visit our store on Albert Street in Belize City, San Pedro, La Isla Bonita, Park Street in Orange Walk Town, Belmopan, and San Ignacio, Santa Elena. Debari, get more, pay less.
Kevin, Bernard, Kevin, Bernard, Kevin, Bernard, champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, 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 Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. South, East and West, Kevin is a true champion. 2020, Kevin came with a vision. Executed well, he's a man on a mission. The work continues with new innovation. Plan Belize 2.0 activation. Benefiting the West, North to South and East. Infrastructure and opportunities. Plenty get done, plenty more to come. Kevin Bernard, you can continue depend on. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. South, East and West, Kevin is a true champion. Sports development, woman empowerment, infrastructure, youth involvement. Heart of a champion, full confident. Astonishing leader, no argument. Relentlessly with a passion and drive. Natural born leader, no one gets deprived. Dedicated to serving and provide. Release in good hands, no one can deny. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. South, East and West, Kevin is a true champion. Champion, 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 champion. Hey, one time for the champion. Hey, 2 times for the champion. Hey, 3 times for the champion. Hey, everybody shout it out loud now. Champion, champion, Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. Kevin Bernard is the people's champion, champion, champion. Kevin is the champion, 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 champion. South, East and West, Kevin is a true champion.
Celebration time.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one.
What do I do now? Hold the microphone for me, Miss Aurora.
Okay, yes.
And then I take a piece of meat that I would like.
Okay, yes.
Right, and I dip it out like that. And I put it here. Right? And take another spoonful. All right, here we go then. See, the piece of chicken skin. I like the chicken skin in tamales.
Junior.
Yeah. So that like that. You know, this is my. You know, I'm not used to this, so I got to take my time.
Yeah.
More?
Yes.
Wow. And that's that, right? And that's it?
Okay, now wrap it up now. You have to fold it.
Okay. So, wait. Fold it now. Like that?
No, the other two end.
This, like this.
The other way, this end.
This end?
Up, front. Up, way up.
To the meet the other one, right? Okay, good. So we have folded.
Fold it backward.
Then we take this and do it like that.
No. Yeah, leak. You have to take this and fold it.
Seal this first. Otherwise the juice will run out.
Yeah, the juice.
Oh my goodness. Alright, here we go then. Leave it at juice run out, but I guess that we are left that so. And then we take this and do it like that.
Yes.
Like that, like so. And then we take this and do it like so. And then we take this one and do it like so. Huh? This could pass?
Yes, you could pass.
This could pass? Okay.
It could pass. Which thing do you should have a phone underneath? This two end here. You should have turn it.
Oh, so.
Yes.
Underneath. You see? What happens after this now?
Okay, so put them in the pot and boil them.
Oh, they have a boil. No?
Yes.
I said, man, they're not ready for eat just like that.
No.
So you got one in the pot already. Make us see where they go on. But a lot of tamales there, yeah, man. Okay, a whole pot full of tamales. But you look like they get bigger?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the way we cook them.
How long you have to cook it like this? An hour like this?
Yep.
Okay.
And depends because if the firewood damp or some kind of wood not like good, you can take an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
And how many tamales can you put in one of these pots?
Like 60?
60? 60 tamales.
60, yeah.
That's a lot. 60 tamales. And you have 1, 2, 3, well, three
fire hearts.
Three fire hearts, yeah. So 60 times 3, 120. 180. 60 times 3, 180. So 180 tamales at a single time.
Yeah, but we don't use the 3 fire heart every day, only sometimes.
Sometimes when the demand is great, right?
Yes.
And how much a tamales sell for again?
Right here, that is shed here at $3.50.
$3.50.
And the Coastal Road Junction at $4.
Well, Miss Aurora has introduced me to the family, right? And so we'll start asking each of you guys. And I just want people to see that a family that works together and live together in harmony is the best thing and the best feeling any of us could ever have when all our children are working together, in one common direction. Let's look at a typical day in each of your lives, and in talking to you or answering my question, which will be a general question, if you can tell me what you remember of Granny Bertha, right? You'll start with
Sasha.
Sasha. So you are the oldest, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we have them in line of age. So Sasha, right, is the eldest.
Yes, I am. Well, I grew up with my grandmother. So tamales making was every day. And I started off with the same thing that what Sephora did with the leaf, cutting the leaf, cleaning the leaf. And then from then it's a step you move. Then you do the tortilla. And after the tortilla, then you wrap. The wrapping part was the hardest part because you have to master that.
You have to master the wrapping thing. I tried.
Yes, you have to. That was the hardest part for me. But after that, you just get it. And it's just quick thing and you just move. Let's go. Yeah, quick.
Okay.
You have no complaints about it. Right?
And tamales, since you're the eldest, maybe you can tell me, is it only this type of tamales you make or you make other types? Or?
Well, we make pork tamales, we make vegetarian, we do the chicken, and yes, that's what we do, but we only do those on order. Sometimes we do give not. Right, people would order, yes.
Any of that?
Time. No, we don't have right now. But those are only on orders. We do spicy as well, because some people, love them pepper. So we have to do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Sasha, all the best. And like I said, I like to see the family working together. So, Michiko, let's hear your experience and your memories of Granny Bertha.
So my name is Michiko, and I think I was about 13 or 14 years old when I started dealing with the leaf. That was my first chore, and then I could recall one evening I come home from school like 4, and Sasha me done to the high school already.
Oh, yeah?
So I had to help my grandma sell. I never did know about money. And she said, get a book and a pen, because today you want to learn. So, yes, that's the whole island.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So Granny was very instrumental in
Yes, she been there behind me. And thanks to her now, like, when it comes to change and money, like, I don't have a problem. So that a big thank you to grandmother for encourage me, for push me for doing my maths.
Right. No, listening to you, you are the accountant apparently. You count the money, huh?
Sometimes me and Sephora.
Oh, Sephora.
Yes.
So she's another money counter.
Yes.
Right. So we are followed up by your brother Alberto, who I spoke to earlier on.
Right.
Yeah, Alberto, the same question, obviously. Your memories of Granny and how you got involved in all of this. And you could involve your peers when they used to lash you and you used to behave yourself and things like that.
Well, I have a lot of good memories. And like I said, being the only boy, it's a big challenge. But I never make that hold me back from doing or trying different things in my life. So I have good memories. Like, for example, when we would normally visit my grandmother, she would always ask me to do the help she around with, like, for example, the firewood, cleaning, like, especially her business spot, or repairing, or, whatever what handyman do. Like, I had the perfect guy for that. And, yes, my grandmother was a very strict lady, and I believe that's why I'm like this as well. And living here and working, I find it very enjoyable because, like I said, I connect with nature and I get a chance to do what I like. Like, for example, my woodworking. And also I help my parents with their business as well, so... Yeah. Oh, yeah, and like, for example, I do all the building.
Oh, you did that building? So the building on the side of the road, you constructed it?
No, my father, but when it comes to the finishing work, I'm the guy.
You're the one who do the finishing work. And the building here and the one by the road.
Right.
Well. Okay, so, you have the
So I got a good example of my screen door where I recently made.
Oh, okay.
So I put a GR on it as well.
So that's the screen door to your room.
Right. I'm a person where I like do my own design, so that's how I do my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if folks want you to do a design for them, they can come and contact you here,
right? Or if they want, I create a design for them as well.
Okay.
So
excellent.
I try to do more than one thing. So I help here with my parents' business, and I also do my own business at the end of the day too. So
the whole family is together.
So yeah, but
and at the end of the day, all of you live here.
Yes, all of us live here, and we all work together as a big family.
Okay. And you?
Samira. The fourth child.
Yes, the fourth child.
Yes.
Yeah, Samira, how it feels to be number 4? Coming after the brother.
Actually good, because he's the older brother, so he inspires me, and he does he gets most of the work done.
But they say you have a problem sometimes. You can't get your sisters to go out and ride horse with her and do them boyish thing.
Yeah, well, I because we like close in age, so most of the stuff he does, I do it along too.
So you would be the one closest to him. You ride horse with her already? Or?
Not riding horse, but building and playing,
Okay.
Me too. Yes, we grew together. So.
And what's your role in the business?
Well, dealing like earlier with the corn mill.
Yes.
So that's my job.
You're right. Yes. You were the only one
who likes the machine.
Who likes the machine, and who would put your hand in the machine, right?
Yeah.
Now here is a grinder spinning.
Yes.
And you're putting your hand in there. Yeah. That's bravery.
Yeah, you just have to be careful when dealing with it.
Have you ever been hurt?
No, never before. Never.
Okay.
You always have to be cautious. My grandmother, one thing I admire about her, learn from her, is that hard work doesn't kill anyone. When you do hard work, it makes you a better person in the future. And working hard, you reap the benefit in the end. And working with a family of
this size. It's quite a work, but it have very memorable moments too.
I could imagine. I could imagine your sisters now saying, "Oops, watch Samira again. You're going to put your hand in that."
Yeah, but the good thing about it is if someone's sick, you always have a repair. We will replace somebody to replace.
So she's your replacement.
Anyone.
You watch how you shake your head now. No, not she at all.
You know?
Anyone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So, yeah.
thank you so much for talking with me, right?
No.
And it's good to see that you all remember your grandmother so well and that she has had this kind of influence on your life.
Oh, yes.
Right? And that is important, right? Now let's move on. So, Sephora, what do you remember? You got to know Granny?
Yes, definitely.
And what influence has Granny had in your life?
Well,
Granny Bertha.
first off, my mother was Miss Olivia at the time. And we used to live at mile 18. And the school bus used to bring everybody up this side. So I would catch the bus and come up this side. And my grandma would give me money in the morning to go and buy in the shop something random just so I can come back.
Oh, yeah?
Just so I could come back. So I would run away from home. Yes, and I come to my grandma. And one thing, that time I didn't know how to read the clock. Nothing. So that day she asked me, Sephora, what time? I said, Granny, I don't know what time. And she said, read it. I tell her, well, one hand that are 4 and the next one that are 5. He said, Sephora, bring the clock. So I gone, carry the clock, and she teach me how to read the clock. So from then, I know how to tell time. So I proud to say, before I ever gone to school, gone learn how to read the clock, my grandma, she teach me how to read time. So
that's touching, you know. Because that's something you've always remembered and something you'll always treasure in her memory, right?
Yes, and like how I do the shirt is.
You know the shirt?
Yes, I shirt is. Everyone, you know, my grandma used to say one time they had this time, Sasha, she didn't come from school at that time yet. So she finished already, but they had a lot of icebox and crate and different things to bring home. So she said, Sephora, we have to wait until Sasha reached 4:30. I said, Granny, don't time for go home, but she don't want make I come home. So when she gonna use the bathroom, I hurry up, lock up shop, and I pack up everything, and I push the character way home. And when she come back, she said, Sephora, I don't come home, drop the character, and I gonna pick she up.
Okay, so
although I'm short, I still could do things.
You can move fast, right?
Yes, definitely.
And the shop we're talking about is the one at the roadside, yeah, the new one at the roadside. Because you all will be too young for Pomandry Fridge, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, you all are definitely too young for Pomandry Fridge. Pomandry Fridge are for people like me, like us, that we reminisced when we went there earlier. You know, because Pomandry Fridge and Miss Bertha Tamales, they go together, right? And your sister is
Rihanna.
Now, Rihanna, let's get to know you. And you remember Granny?
Yes, I do. Quite vaguely. When I was younger, we used to live at Mile 18, as my sister said. So we used to catch the bus and come up here. And I remember, since my mom wasn't here, she would let us stop off by the shop and we would stay there and sit until it's time to come home. And I remember each time we're down there, we would get a soft drink and a chips and we would sit outside and we would sit outside and eat. And then you'd see her after she finished eating, she'd put her head down, she'd lean, and then Granny, wake up, did you sleep? She said, no, I'm not asleep. I have to rest my eyes. That was her.
Yeah.
So yeah, all my memories are from her down there, and then when she used to read up to us in Spanish. She was the one that always spoke to us in Spanish. So from small, we grasped the concept of speaking Spanish to people and trying communicating with her in that.
So you remember those...
Yes, I remember
those days vividly.
Yes.
All right. So it's good that Granny made that impression on you. And what do you do in the industry today?
Well, today I help along with the leaf as well. Yes, I do the wrapping. I also sell at the shop.
Oh, you sell at the shop on the roadside?
Yes, I do. And that's about it, because the call making, I don't know how to do that part yet. I'm yet to learn.
All right. And this is your youngest sister,
yes,
right?
that's my baby sister.
Your baby sister, the baby. How does it feel to be the baby?
I feel good.
Your sisters and your brother, they give you trouble, or?
No.
I guess they're spoiled, you know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And were you born yet when Granny was still around?
I'm born, but then when I'm sick, she me done passed away already. So.
That's when you were 6 years old.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I don't really have any
So
memory.
you don't have much memory. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have.
No, growing up, what are some of the things you can recall growing up here with your brother and your sisters?
Oh, well, when we were small, we just had a little carreta with Sephora push. That same hill. Yes. Yeah. So we just come with Junior, because I kind of close with Junior mostly. We just grab the carreta and put it top of the hill, that same hill there, and we just sit down and ride down with the carreta.
Okay, you like that.
Yeah. And take it out, I get a lot of scars. Because I play too much.
Mom has gone inside since you were talking out here and getting to know you ladies and the gentleman, your brother. You know, she has gone inside now to check on the tamales, and I think she will be giving us some with a short while, all right? Straight out from the fire, hot. I can't wait. All right, let me sit down. And let me see the tamales that we... There we go.
Okay.
Oh. There we go. The tamales is ready.
Nice and hot.
And it's hot. Yes. So I just want to thank you all for the wonderful hospitality. Your daughters, your son, your husband, and yourself, Miss Aurora, for the wonderful hospitality that you have extended to us. Anything you want to tell me before we leave? Yeah, maybe let me ask your husband first.
Well, just want to thank the whole country of Belize for keep on supporting my wife product, you know, and you know we try provide a quality service despite the challenge, you know, economical, you know, growth, but we still have the passion for do tamales. And also worldwide, I want to say thanks to all the worldwide people who come and visit Belize, support tamales from Bertha's. And like where many of the tourists say when they stop, they have to eat the tamales from Bertha's so that the trip could be complete, that they come and visit Belize.
So, Miss Aurora, we have dedicated this program to Miss Bertha, right? To the memory of Miss Bertha. So I'm sure that from heaven she's smiling down on us right now, right? Because we are here, you know, and looking at the work that she started and that is still being carried on by you all. And I need to congratulate you all as a family for doing this, you know, for keeping this tradition going. Bertha's Tamales is really a lot of history and a lot of love with Bertha Tamales. And Paul Mahong, he don't get for him tamales, so he's ready to consume his. Anything you want to tell me before we close?
Okay. Again, first of all, I want to tell you thanks for giving me the opportunity again, for, you know, enlighten about Miss Bertha's, with Mamaima, her business, her tamales business. And I want just give one quick history about the business again. Sure. So Mama start make tamales on this old road where we call by Pullman Refridge. Mm-hmm. Some years after that, then change the road, then divert it. So we changed location. And how Mama end up with one Lee Cookhouse is that one day Mr. Barry Bowen passed. And then time we never got the Lee Cookhouse, Mr. Barry Bowen passed and stopped and buy tamales. And he talked to Mama. As usual, Mama was a friendly, outgoing person. They had a nice conversation. So Mr. Barry asked my mama if she would have liked one Lee Cookhouse. My mother said, sure, why not? That was her words. Mm-hmm. So he said, Mr. Barry tell her, okay, Bertha, he tell her, I want to keep you in mind. He said, I want to send one cookhouse for you. So my mother tell her, well, okay, I want to wait for it. Well, you know, that day gone, days after that, weeks, about like 2 months after that, when we see, she just sell down there, she and my daddy, when we see one little cookhouse, they come from one trailer truck. Okay. Well, you know, when she see it, it might cook, but she never really got that in her mind as a seat, you know, that for me, that, yes. So when the truck park, reverse up, asking if she that Miss Bertha, he said, yes, why? He said, well, Mr. Barry Bowen send that cookhouse for you. What? She said, that I'm the happiest day of her life. So they set up the little cookhouse there, which still, with the use to that there. Yes. And then she make one little shed next to it, but it made it grow also. My husband take and we may build one nice big thatch, and the cookhouse may fit right under the thatch, but it got burnt down. Somebody burned it down. So again, history continue. Again, his son, Michael, said that them burn down the thatch we may have, so he donate the next piece where we have to the cook. Yes. Michael Bowen donate that the roof and things, and we're very grateful for the Coca-Cola company because my ma have one long history with them too, because from when my ma started her business, she used to be the agent for Coca-Cola, and underneath that downstairs house was full alone soft drink, and all them people who had shops down in Middlesex used to come buy soft drink. Yeah, she was the agent for many years.
Coca-Cola Crystal Lemonade.
Yes. So that's the history my mama have with Coca-Cola company. And right now, as we're speaking, yes, Tamales always go down good with Coca-Cola. Yes. And so right now too, we yes, that's my ma. And right now too, we having plans for renovate for we roof again too. So we got that in process where we are start to deal with after this too. One next thing, Bertha's Tamales only sell by the Lee shop and at the Coastal Highway, nowhere else. And the reason why I mention this is because some people, when events or at different times, like they go sell tamales in name of Bertha's. You sell tamales, yes, from Bertha's, yes. But Bertha outstanding, Bertha sell quality tamales. It might look, like Bertha's, but the taste not there. Nobody got Bertha taste for tamales.
And what numbers can be called to access Bertha's Tamales, so to get the real thing?
Okay, so one number is 631-8412, and the next one 611-1452. Then there are the two numbers where you can access for Bertha's Tamales.
611-1452 and 631-8412 for Bertha's Tamales, the authentic Bertha Tamales. Thank you so much, and thank you for the love you have shown to us today, you and your family. I can sense that you love each other, and of course you love the memory of your mother, who contributed so much to be taking you and keeping you where you are today, right? So again, like I said before, we dedicate this program to her memory, right, with a lot of love. Before we leave, Paul Mahong made these arrangements, so Paul.
Chief, that telephone call to Miss Aurora over a week ago was a blessing. Her voice was inspirational, motivational, and welcoming. And when I explained to her the purpose of us coming here, it was on behalf of not myself, Miss Bertha, but a team that includes Dr. Rene Villanueva, that includes Miss Alva Jean Sosa Diaz, and that includes Mr. Paul Munnings, the cameraman. And that phone call ended up to what we are having today, a very historical, emotional, and a very meaningful visit. And so to your husband, Mr. Alberto, and the entire team, your 6 lovely daughters and son, I would say I cannot offer the amount of cash, I don't have it to offer, but I could offer my prayers and gratitude to all of you, and we'll keep you in our prayers for your blessings and success as you carry on.
Let's say that the love that Miss Bertha showed us, and showed so many people who passed the Poor Man Refridge, right? Here's a picture here. So many people who passed the Poor Man Refridge leads to the call for this area to be designated as a tourist site, a site that would speak about our country and about some of the difficulties that were felt when you traversed this part of the highway, especially the old truck days and so that we were talking about. So let's hope that is made. And but love is something that we choose to do. You show love to your family, you show love to God. You love God, you love your family, you love your country, and love is always a choice you make, right? And you all obviously have chosen to love, right? And because you have chosen to love, we will always say, Belize and beyond, thanks for choosing love.
Celebration time.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one.